Chevrolet's two plug-in cars with the similar names, the Volt and Bolt, got off to tepid sales starts this year, with the Bolt doing comparatively better. General Motors reported 1,177 Bolt EVs sold in January, a mild 1.3% increase over last year's 1,162, whereas the Volt EREV saw 713 deliveries, a 55.7% decline over January 2017's 1,611. The Bolt's number, well up, also comes against the fact that it is now nationally available, and a year ago at this time it was not, but still early in its schedule of rolling out to the nation. Sales of the 238-mile range electric car had started in Oregon and California in December 2016, and so, its availability was less. A 1.3% year-over-year increase therefore is not a supersized uptick. By contrast, the Volt, which was nationally available a year ago, is purely down. It also finished 2017 a bit behind the Bolt with 20,349 sales to the Bolt's 23,297. The Bolt was the second best-selling plug-in car in the U.S. behind an estimated 26,500 deliveries of the Tesla Model S. The Volt placed fifth behind the Tesla Model S, Bolt, Tesla Model X, and Prius Prime. What lies ahead this year for the two cars sales-wise is an open question. Their slow starts in a historically slow sales month are not necessarily any real indicator, but a lower-priced all-new Nissan Leaf, potentially Tesla's Model 3, which is still supposed to increase production to fill a big backlog, and other cars will also vie for mind share. Green car analyst Alan Baum is not projecting more than 25,000 for either one, but as is always true, no one actually knows the future.
Honda planned to bring back the Passport name, but now a new report claims to have some details on the upcoming model. The new two-row crossover is expected to slot in between the CR-V and the Pilot to compete with the likes of the Nissan Murano and Ford Edge. A person familiar with the matter told that the automaker will show the new Passport at a Honda dealer meeting in November before it goes on sale in early 2019. The Passport will likely debut at the 2018 Los Angeles Auto Show. However, a Honda spokesperson said the automaker hasn't confirmed any details related to the vehicle and that any specifics are just speculative. Originally produced from 1994 to 2002, the Passport was a rebadged Isuzu Rodeo. The new Passport, on the other hand, is expected to ride on the same platform as the Pilot but should be 6 inches shorter. It could be assembled at Honda's Lincoln, Alabama plant, which produces 3 models, the Pilot, Ridgeline, and Odyssey. If confirmed for production, the Passport will be the 4th member of Honda's U.S. crossover lineup alongside the HR-V, CR-V, and Pilot. That should give the brand more offerings in the U.S. market, which currently favors crossovers, trucks, and other utility vehicles. In 2017, Honda's crossover lineup grew over 5% compared to 2016. Overall light truck sales increased by 4.2% while car sales fell by 2.5%.
The Tesla Model 3 road trip in the USA lent many an individual the chance to gaze at their vehicle in advance. Now the same thing is about to happen in Europe. Tesla's Model 3 will not be coming to Europe till the end of 2018. The American road trip was quite an affair that had a number of exciting challenges which it offered the car aficionados. The man responsible for the European road trip is none other than Isuzu. He is currently busy shipping his Model 3 to the United Kingdom. According to Electrek, Yu is still attending his classes and his education remains incomplete. Yet he plans on touring Europe in a Model 3. While Yu did face issues in North America, the European road trip will have far more obstacles which will have to be overcome, These include charging stations which are few and far between, and net connectivity, which is again a precarious affair in some of the isolated regions. Yu divulged the fact that he was discouraged from the job, but he decided that facing the hindrances would be a character-building experience. As the Tesla Model 3 speeds by bystanders in Europe, it will indeed be a sight to see with eyes wide open.
GM's Chevy Bolt EV sales started significantly down in 2018 on a month-to-month basis, but they remained slightly up over the same period last year. It isn't exactly surprising considering the Chevy Bolt EV achieved a new delivery record in December and ended its first full year of production at over 23,000 units in the US. The last month of the year is generally good for electric vehicles in the US since buyers are trying to take delivery in order to take advantage of the federal tax credit during the current financial year. Automakers generally try to optimize deliveries for that reason. It certainly seemed to have an impact on Chevy Bolt EV sales since GM delivered 3,227 units in December. Today, the American automaker released its January 2018 results and deliveries plunged to 1,177 units. It's a steep fall, but it's still a 1.3% increase over Bolt EV sales in January 2017. In comparison, GM's Chevy Volt has seen a 55% drop in sales during the same period.
An anonymous source at the Japanese automaker told Automotive News this week that the Passport is returning for the 2019 model year, joining the ranks of Honda's HR-V, CR-V and Pilot crossovers as a Goldilocks SUV for those who want ample cargo space, but don't need a third row of seats. While Honda spokespeople have commented saying the automaker doesn't comment on future products, rumors of the Passport's revival have circulated for over a year. Car and Driver conducted an investigation of its own into the U.S. Trademark and Patent Office database to find Honda had in fact applied for a trademark for the term Passport back in 2016, and specifically refers to Honda's original Passport trademark application back in 1993. Expected to compete with the Ford Edge, Hyundai Santa Fe Sport and Nissan Murano, the Honda Passport will be 6 inches shorter than the Pilot, while being based on the same platform. Those seeking to expand to a 4 crossover portfolio include Mazda, which announced late last year that it plans to bring back the CX-7 crossover to slot between the slightly too small CX-5 and slightly too big CX-9. Chevrolet also announced that it would sell a new 2-row, mid-size crossover under the Blazer nameplate, according to Automotive News. The revived Passport is expected to make its official debut in November at the Los Angeles Auto Show after it is first unveiled at a private dealer meeting that same month before heading to dealership showrooms in early 2019. Originally sold as a rebadged Isuzu Rodeo, the OG Passport was Honda's first ever SUV, sold between 1993 and 2002 as a 2-row, V6, rugged SUV. Whether the new Passport lives up to the off-road ready reputation of its ancestor remains to be seen. However, with the surge in popularity of Jeeps and Land Rovers, an abundant market certainly exists for more rugged offerings.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk has confirmed on Twitter that a new feature included in the Model 3 software will be added to the Model S and Model X. An upcoming software update will come with automatic adjustment of the sound system based on wind and road noise. One extremely pleasant feature of an electric car is how quiet it is inside the car's cabin because the electric motor is almost silent. However, with the quieter cabin, noises from the roads, wind and the mechanical parts of the car can be heard in certain driving conditions. This is inevitable as these sounds aren't being drowned out by the rumble of the engine. The new update could therefore help to cancel out any harsh road noise. It is already a feature on the new Model 3 but will be added to Model S and Model X in a software update. The request was made by one Tesla driver on Twitter who said it sure would be nice if my Tesla S would adjust the media sound in relation to the wind and road noise. Mr. Musk's reply was simply coming soon. With it already being a feature of the new Model 3 software, it shouldn't be too difficult to implement into the flagship cars, but no specific timeframe has been set. Regularly suggestions from Tesla drivers are considered and added to improve the car through software updates. One recent example of this was the automatic sensing wipers for Autopilot 2.0 cars.